Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel Jones and I'm an independent Scentsy consultant and a certified recovery specialist in the drug and alcohol field. So today I'm going to be doing my usual What I've Been Warming review video with you. But before I did that, I just wanted to talk a little bit about my own story with addiction and recovery. So my story is a little bit different than that of my clients in the sense that I did not start using when I was young. I had two traumatic experiences pretty early on in life. So I met my adult daughter's father at 14, got pregnant with my daughter at 16, had her at 17, and then ended up marrying her father, but was in a very abusive relationship. He was very controlling, very abusive, very mean, and I didn't see a way out. And I felt trapped for a very long time. When I finally got the courage to leave him at around 21, I filed for divorce. He pretty much stalked me for 2 years. It was a very scary scenario, but I decided to go back to school. And I live in Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania. So we have a local hospital called St. Luke's, and they had a surgical technology and a nursing program. So I went into the surgical technology program, I completed it, and then I went to work for the hospital. So while I was doing this, I was working a lot in orthopedics. That's where my passion was. I loved total hips, total knees, any kind of, rotting the femur, anything fun like that, back surgery, laminectomy, craniotomies, so any type of ortho neuro. And while I was there, I met my second husband, and we started dating, I would say a couple months after meeting. About 4 months after that, he proposed to me, and by the spring, we were married. So it was quite a short courtship. But ladies, I have to tell you, I had the perfect life. I had the white picket fence. I had the great husband who is actually now raising my daughter from my first marriage. And I was extremely happy until one day I came home to find out that he had been unfaithful. And I think I took this even more hard because of what I had been through in my first marriage. I'd been through so much in my first marriage that I really just didn't have any coping skills when I found out what my second husband had done. So at that time, I want to say I was like around... Actually, I was pregnant with our son. We have a 16-year-old son. So I wasn't using yet. But after I had my son, I started experimenting with some cocktails. So I would have my glass of wine at night. And my husband at the time had some Percocet in the cupboard. And I would pop one of those. And I was on some anxiety meds. So I'd pop one of those. And I really liked the way that I felt. It was a way to deal with and escape the pain that I was feeling and not have to face it. Because like I said, no coping skills. That was the only thing I knew how to do. So this went on for a while. I ended up leaving him, getting my own place, going back to work again because I had not been working for the few years that we were married. And I met a nurse that I was working with who was big into cocaine. And then that is where that addiction started. So I realized that that was getting out of control because I went from, every weekend use to everyday use, put myself into treatment, left treatment with a boyfriend who had an opioid addiction. And then I got addicted to opiates. And I was definitely always one of those people that said that will never happen to me. I'll never be the girl with the needle in her arm. I'll never be the girl using heroin. Yeah, I use OxyContin, but I would never use that. But lo and behold, by the end of my addiction, I was addicted to literally everything. Meth, cocaine, heroin, you name it. I did it all. I ended up being in and out of incarceration. Lost touch with me. My older daughter didn't want anything to do with me. My second husband let me have anything to do with our son, and rightfully so. I mean, I was in active addiction. And this went on for years. So I would say I got bad at about 27, and I stayed bad until about 37. Now, I had brief episodes of sobriety when I was in jail or in treatment, but the thing that really helped me was I went away to a year program at a place called Walter Hoving Home in Garrison, New York. It's an extension of Teen Challenge. In that year-long program, I was really able to work on my grief, work on all the things that had hurt me, forgive the people that had hurt me, and I was really able to heal. And it was amazing. Like, God had just completely touched my life in that year, and I lost the desire to use. Now, I did have one relapse after that, which landed me in drug court. I don't know if you guys ever heard of drug court or recovery court, but it's a very strict, you go see a judge every week, you go see your PO every week, you get 3 urine screenings a week, you have to do IOP, you have to do meetings. It's very extensive. So I did that, I finished that, and I said at that point, I will never, ever touch a drug again for the rest of my life, because I cannot go through any more of this. I cannot wake up another day in jail. I cannot wake up another day away from my kids, or having my parents, not trusting me. It was just not a way to live. So anyway, I thank God that I'm here now. I'm working in the drug and alcohol field. I'm able to help people. I'm able to relate to people because I've been through everything that any addict has been through. So anyway, I just want to let you guys know that if you're struggling with addiction right now, if you have a loved one that's struggling with addiction, there is hope. I will link my email in the description box below, and but you can find any of this help in your local county area, your local drug and alcohol county. They'll be able to connect you with somebody that can get you into treatment or get you into outpatient or whatever it is that you may need. So, okay, so there's that. So I'm going to get right into my review now. So these are the Bring Back My Bars. So my last week's review was, let me just go over quickly here. My last week's review, I discussed Scentsy. Okay, Simply Vanilla, which is kind of like a body care vanilla. It's not anything like Vanilla Bean Buttercream, if you smelled that one. It's kind of like, you remember that perfume that was big in the 90s, but I actually have it in my collection now, Vanilla Fields or Vanilla Musk. It's like that. It's a perfumey vanilla. It's very pretty. I really enjoyed it. Bubblegum, that one smelled authentically like bubblegum. So if you're in the mood for anything bubblegum, or you have little kids like I do, they will totally love that one. I thought it was great. Salted Caramel Cupcake. It was very good, but it lost its fragrance very quickly. I would say it was like 6 or 7 hours, and it was toast. I went through Sugar and Pink Haze. They were very like light cotton candy, perfumey, girly type scents. Very light on cold sniff, but they actually really came to life when I warmed them up. Cherry Almond Pie was amazing. The only thing is that also lost its fragrance after like 7 hours. By 8 hours, it was completely kaput. And then Thunderstorm, what smelled like fresh cut roses, and that was actually quite long lasting. I think I kept that in about 3 days, and I could still smell that. So, all right. So now I'll get going on the ones I've been warming this week. So this one here is Midnight Fig. It's described as earthly ripened figs and golden berries tempered by musky woods. So this one I actually just warmed for the first time. I don't know why, but my bars have been breaking. Like when I go to pop them out, they've been doing this, and I don't know why. Every single bar has been doing that. This one is so, so pretty. This is like a really nice, deep, sophisticated fig. Almost a little bit perfumey, and actually a very good performer. The whole recovery center smelled like this today. I was warming it in my office, so I definitely recommend this one. Very, very pretty. The next one, oh my goodness, yes. Blueberry Rush. So, so good. A sweet surge of ripe blueberry leads a luscious bouquet of lively cranberry, blackcurrant, and pomegranate. This is so good. This is really sweet, though. Really, really sweet. So if you're not into really sweet, you don't want to mess with this one, but it's very, very good. I love it. I'm actually warming that in my room right now as we speak. Okay, the other one was for my little Bella, because she's always grabbing clamshells out of where I store them, and she wanted to melt Unfortunate Souls. So this one is no longer available, but this one is described as an alluring potion of wild blackberry, scarlet raspberry, and bubbly goji berry wrapped in a vengeful vanilla silk will leave you spellbound. This smells so good. This has got to be the goji berry that I'm smelling, because this is very different from other fruity scents that I've smelled from Scentsy. But that was really good. I definitely recommend this one if this one comes back. Yummy. All right. Next one is Spiced Orange Harvest. Now, I don't want to get these confused. I don't want to get it confused. Okay. Spiced Orange Harvest. This one I warmed in my office, and it's described as strong, sweet oranges spiced with cloves and cinnamon. This wasn't super spicy. This was like sweet clementine or sweet orange with a little bit of spices in the background. So if you're not too huge into spices, but you love orange, I think this would be something that you'd enjoy, because it's not super heavy on the spices. And it was a very good performer. I actually had this in on Friday. It made it the full day, 8 hours. When I came in this morning, I turned it back on, and it was still very, very strong, but I wanted to put in Midnight Fig, so I took it out. But I think this would probably last a good amount of time. All right, next one, Mandarin Moon. So this is spirited cinnamon and glowing ginger, illuminated by sweet orange and star anise. So this one, yeah, it's nice. This one is spicy. This one is very, very spicy. You definitely get the cinnamon, and I don't know if it is the star anise. I don't know what that is. It's spicy. I actually had this going. I had this going here. I put 1 cube in each of my 5 warmers. I ended up turning off 2 of the warmers, the one in my kitchen and one in my living room. It was so spicy, it was like burning the tip of my nose. So I liked it, but with this one, a little bit goes a long way. It is very potent, and it was also very long lasting. This one lasted a good 2 days. All right. Next one, Grape Granita. Sun-warmed grape and pineapple with undertones of honeysuckle. So this was, whoa. This was a super strong performer. Super, super strong. Another one, I put it in my office at work, and it just blew up the recovery center. Like, I went outside, I walked back in the door, and it was like, whoa, Grape Granita. And the next day, so I left it going all night. I didn't turn my warmer off. Left it going all night. Came back the next morning, and I could still smell it. It was maybe at about like 60%. But the second day, the honeysuckle really came out. So I didn't really smell the honeysuckle the first day. I just smelled straight grape. But then the second day, that honeysuckle, kind of like a perfumey grape, started coming out. And I let it go the rest of that day, and it did well. But I took it out the next morning to change it with something else. But I definitely, all these 2022 Bring Back My Bars are so good. I highly recommend every single one of them. All right, next one is Banana Berry. Lusciously sweet banana cream layered with succulent strawberries. So this one is banana and strawberries. This one also performed very good, but it was very short. I mean, it was just another, excuse me, 6-7 hours, and that was kaput. So didn't last very long. I did use the whole bar in my open layout. And, you know, if you don't need it to last a long time, then, you know, whatever. I'm okay with that because, like I said, I change my wax often. So I don't really care so much if it doesn't last a super long time because I get bored and like to change my wax. All right, next one is Shimmer. Get your girly girl on. Sweet cherries, velvety apricot, and sensual white musk crowned with a tiara of shimmering spun sugar. So, yeah, you guys know that this is still available besides the Bring Back My Bar and the lotion and the hand soap. So you guys may have smelled Shimmer before. This is very pretty. Like, just like the scent description says, it's very girly. You get that that sweet fruit and a perfumey note. This is pretty. Shimmer. All right. Next, coconut cotton. So this is sun-warmed cotton, creamy coconut milk, bright citrus, and white sandalwood transport you to a cabana on a tropical beach. This says bright citrus. I personally smelled pineapple. I smell pineapple, and I don't know if it's just because I correlate. It smells like a fruity drink to me, and I just think of pineapple, coconut. But I don't know, the bright citrus that I'm getting in here is definitely pineapple. A lot of coconut. This was an extremely good performer. I put this in my bedroom, 2 cubes, super strong, and it lasted several days. Like, this did really well. I was really surprised by this, and I liked it. I like it a lot. All right, next one is Huckleberry and Clementine. Huckleberry preserves, clementine, and a sprig of strawberry vine. So this one, when I first smelled this one, I thought, and here I'm breaking my bars again. I don't get it. I thought vanilla blackberry, and I love vanilla blackberry, so I instantly love this one. But just picture vanilla blackberry meets a sweet orange or a sweet clementine. That's what this is. And it was very, very, very good performer. These are all very good performers and very long lasting. I think I had this in my warmer for like 2.5, 3 days. And so it did well. Huckleberry and clementine. All right. And the last one is Maui Mist. Maui Mist is described as creamy bouquet of rose, lilac, wood, and musk drizzled with creamy vanilla. This is very light. This is very, very light fragrance. I definitely get the floral in here, but it's sweet, and you get the vanilla too. So it's not overly musky. This was very light. So I put 3 cubes in my office, little 100 square foot office, and I did struggle to smell this. It wasn't overly strong. I could smell it, but it's definitely not something you'd want to put in an open layout because you would definitely struggle to smell this there. But it is very pretty, and I do recommend because it is pretty. All right, and then the last thing I wanted to share with you guys is I ordered for my bedroom and my little girl's bedroom some wall fan diffusers. So here we have the stack and the star. And so I'm going to open these for you and show you what they look like in case you're interested. Okay, So this one here is the stack. I don't know which one I'm going to put in my room yet, which one I'm going to put in her room, but there's that. It's pretty cool. So for any of you who don't know, this is a plug-in diffuser. This top comes off like this, and then you insert these pods that look like this. So you just drop them in like that, put the top back on, plug them in, and you got yourself instant fragrance. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll let Bella pick which one she wants. So that is the stack. Now I'll open the star. All right. That one's pretty. I was going to get her the Disney plug-in fan diffusers, but these were actually on sale. And so I decided to go with that. You know what? I think actually this one has a light. Does this one have a light? Oh, yeah, I think it does. I don't know. Maybe they don't. Where did my box go? I don't know. So this is the star. Just so you can see what it looks like. And then to go with those, I got 4 of pumpkin roll. Pods and pumpkin roll. So of all the pods I've been using, I actually have Welcome Home right now in my diffuser, and I like it, but pumpkin roll was super strong. I had this going, I had my Scentsy Go in my office, and I had 2 pods of pumpkin roll in there, and it was super fragrant. The whole center was smelling like pumpkin roll. So this is definitely a very strong performer. So I wanted to stock up on these. I'm not sure if these are still available. Yeah, they probably are still available until the 1st of February. So, okay, guys. Well, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see you back next time. Have a great day, guys. Bye.